All right, Nancy Pelosi apparently triggered by children learning how to shoot guns. Have you seen this?
Little children, toddlers, learning how to use an assault weapon. Smaller assault weapons, but a gun like mommy and daddy. Small assault weapons, but getting their muscles ready to be able to use it. Is that sick?
Insider trading's pretty sick. Just moments ago, House Democrats voted to disarm law-abiding Americans, passing a bill to ban what they consider to be assault-style firearms. Most of these guns are commonly used by millions of Americans, which makes some constitutional problems, as Carl Higbee explained to me just about an hour ago. This bill doesn't stop there at the House, though. It could make it a crime to import, sell, manufacture, transfer, or possess a semi-automatic assault weapon or large-capacity ammunition feeding device. So that's what they're trying to do. Congressman Scott Perry is a Republican, and he joins us tonight. Voted against it, as we expected. Does this go anywhere in the Senate?
Well, look, I don't know if it does or not. You certainly can't count on that. I think the important thing to realize is that they're coming to take your firearms from you. They're coming to take your Second Amendment. They already did it with the red flag law here. They voted in favor of that, which gets rid of all due process. And now in stark contrast to what the Supreme Court says about common use. So these are firearms found commonly all around America that Americans use to protect themselves and their families with, and have used to stop crimes and preserve their own lives. And Representative Cicilline, for one, said, you know, don't give me that constitutional right BS. This is where they are. The guy that's running for governor in Texas on the Democrats' ticket said, hell yeah, we're going to take your guns. So if you think that this is just a one-off or that it doesn't really matter and you care about your constitutional rights, you know, we accept the whole Constitution, not just the parts that we like and then throw away the parts we don't like. If you're concerned about your rights, whether it's your right to due process, free speech, search and seizure, we've seen that one go by the wayside as well. If you're concerned about that, this needs to be a clarion call to you that we cannot continue to support the left in political office in a position to make policies on behalf of the country, because this is what they will do.
2 Republicans voted for this bill. 5 Democrats voted against it. Fitzpatrick, Jacobs as the Republicans, the Democrats, Cuellar, Golden, Kind, Gonzalez, and Schrader. Why did they lose 5 Democrats in this vote?
Well, I think 2 things. I think those Democrats are still trying to honor the Constitution, and I think very acutely we're a couple of months away from an election, and each one of them wants to win their re-election. And of course, they know that their constituents are going to say, hey, wait a minute, this doesn't solve anything. Criminals don't abide by the law. You can ban weapons and firearms in protection from law-abiding citizens, but the criminals seem to keep getting them, and we're not going to support somebody that takes our constitutional rights away. And so I think that that's a very big part of this. As you know, Chris Jacobs is not running for re-election.
Okay, fair enough. What do you say to people on either side of the aisle that say, I'm tired of seeing schools get shot up by a young, disturbed person with an AR-15?
I'd say, you know what, we're all tired of seeing that. The assault weapons ban was tried for 10 years, starting in 1994, and coming out of it, the study showed that it absolutely had almost zero effect on all these shootings. Our society has a sickness. Banning the right of law-abiding citizens to protect themselves isn't going to change criminal behavior or the lack of respect for life, whether it's children in schools or otherwise. There's a lot of things that can be done to help solve this problem, but my friends on the left side of the aisle are focused and transfixed on taking your rights away in this regard, and they're blinded to anything other than that as some kind of solution set. So it's become political. It's become a litmus test for the left. If you're going to serve as a Democrat, you have to be willing to take people's constitutional rights away, and that's just where they are.
Congressman Perry, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. I want to tell you about the Patriot Gold Group. But first, let me tell you that the S&P has already lost $8.2 trillion in 2022. Did you know that? Peak inflation is not even hit despite the Fed rate hikes on groceries, on gas. You know it as well as I do. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs are warning of another 20% drop. Inflation is winning in a knockout right now. The Fed is going to raise rates again at the end of July. Meanwhile, Goldman, Wells Fargo, and Bloomberg are all forecasting gold to surpass all-time highs. If you want to invest in gold, call 888-936-2373 now. Call the Patriot Gold Group today and ask about their no-fee-for-life IRA. Sounds like a good deal, don't it? Here's the number, 888-936-2373, 888-936-2373 for the Patriot Gold Group.